Hello everybody, how you all doing today? It's your girl Lauren Mathis Cornish from Love Story Mobile Winery back with a brand new video today. So grab a wine glass, come on over and kiki with me. We have a new wine release I know that you all are going to love. So grab your wine glasses, come swirl it up, and let's talk all things wine. Hi everybody, I hope you all are having an amazing day. If you're new to me, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Lauren Mathis Cornish and I'm the creator of Love Story Mobile Winery. I am a small wine business owner in the DMV area, and I am an independent wine distributor for Wine Shop at Home. And this is my channel where we talk of all things wine. We have an amazing time at Kiki over here and just really talk all things wine. I specialize in wine tastings, wine making classes, wine cocktail making parties, luxury picnics, wine content and wine reviews, wine sales and distribution, and so much more. And we just have a great time in Kiki over all things wine over here. So grab your wine glass, come on and like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button to each and every time I drop a video. And like I said, share with all your wine-loving friends and family members so we can grow our community and vibe out and have a great time over wine. So without further ado, let's swirl it up. Take a sip. And let's talk all things wine. So today's wine we are going to be talking about today is a brand new wine. Well, actually for me, and I'm tasting it with you all. We've had this wine for, a few months, but I finally pulled the trigger, and just we're going to talk about it, okay? So this is Adagio, and this is Adagio 2020 Cabernet Sauvignon, YeLa Spain wine, okay? And so I'm going to be reading about this wine. I'm going to be reading our winemaker's notes about this wine. Okay, so if you are getting a wine bottle from me, just know that I'm going to be reading from every time you get some wine from me in a box. You all are going to be getting winemaker notes. What are winemaker notes? Let me explain. Winemaker notes are just something just so simple. It's just a wine cue card, and it just gives you all the bio about the wine. We talk about the variables of the wine, and we talk about variables of the wine, the appellation of the wine. We talk about alcohol content and so much more. And we also have like fun little recipes in the back that you compare with your wine. So I'm going to be reading the wine card with you like I always do, and we're just going to be talking about it and just kikiing, okay? All right, so let's get into it. Adagio 2020 Cabernet Sauvignon. Winemaker notes. Our 2020 Adagio Cabernet Sauvignon was produced in the eastern Spanish region of YeLa near the Mediterranean Sea. This wine displays a dark fruits like blackberry, blueberry, blackcurrants, cherry, with notes of brown sugar, cedar, and oak oak coat to the finish. The wine is a mouthfeel to a short to medium length and intensity, and the mid palate to compact. Its acidity and which finish with always a gauge of balance and longevity. This bottle is true to Cabernet Sauvignon without oak influence. Will benefit from 30 minutes to decanting prior serving. Variables. It is a 100% Cabernet Sauvignon. The appellation of this is YeLa Spain, and it was released April 2022. You serve this room temperature, and room temperature for red wines, I want to say it's like 45 to 55 degrees. The aging potential is 3 to 4 years, and alcohol content is 13.6. And this is a dry red wine, of course. And the fun fact, it says, enjoy this Cabernet Sauvignon from YeLa Spain, which terroir is greatly influenced with the Mediterranean Sea. The pairings with this wine, it is great with pasta, let me tell you. And it has pasta bolognese, roasted chicken, stuffed mushrooms, egg bites, Havarti, provolone. And on the back, we have a chorizo with sun-dried tomatoes and cedar as a recipe in the back. So, without further ado, we're going to be tasting the wine. And as you all remember, when we talk about the wine, and our four S's that we talk about when with wine, we're going to swirl, see, we're going to swirl, see, sip, and they tell you to spit, but over here you all know I'm not a spitter. I used to have a saying, I say spitters are for quitters. So we're going to swirl this wine and we're going to taste it and we're going to enjoy it and we're going to review it together, okay? All right, so first we're going to swirl the wine, and you all know when we're swirling the wine, we are decantering the wine and we're aerating the wine, and we're allowing the air to breathe, breathe into the wine, okay, to get all the aromas and the feels all out of it, okay? All in it, okay? So we're going to swirl the wine, okay? And if you can't swirl it like just holding it by the stem, then you can also put it down on the table, and you can do, like a fidget spinner spin, and that just means putting your hands right in between the base, and you just swirling your wine. Okay, so you're gonna swirl, okay, and then you're gonna look at the wine, and we're gonna look for the color of the wine, and we're also gonna look for well, not only the color, but we're also gonna look for see if there's any cloudiness. Now, if your wine is clear, clear in color, that means it's a great bottle of wine, okay? And so we're also going to look for the color of the wine. And this is like a medium red, a red or a burgundy color of wine, okay? And it's kind of, when you look into it, it has like a light tintish color as well to it, okay? So it's a really great bottle. All right, so you're going to swirl again. Okay, and now we're going to smell. And when you're smelling your wine, you're going to stick your nose deep. Don't be afraid to stick your nose deep down into your glass, okay? And so we're going to smell. Again, with this, I smell like it's like a bell pepper smell. Lately, I've been smelling like a lot of bell peppers in wines, especially in our red wines. So, especially with our red summer wines that we've been coming out with. Okay, so I do smell the dark cherries. I do smell like a dark plummish, plummish smell, and the plummish smell is actually the black currant. So a black currant and a plum smell, they're actually they smell just alike. Um, I do smell cinnamon in here, and I smell like a little nutmeg as well. It doesn't have like a cedar or oaky smell to it or a tobacco smell to it. It's like it has a really clean smell to it. Okay. And the alcohol definitely smells in here. It has a boost of woo child in it. So without further ado, I'm going to swirl it one more time, and then we're going to taste. Okay. Now, usually when we tell you to taste wine, we give our, when you're at a wine tasting, and when you're tasting wine, we actually tell our customers to taste the wine at least 3 times so you can get the feel of it. Now, as you all can tell, I have been sipping on this wine. I actually opened it yesterday for for 4th of July. And it's definitely a dry wine. It is a young Cabernet Sauvignon. It's not a full body wine. And it's not a, I'm sorry, it's a medium body wine, but it's not a full body wine. But you could tell about the taste and the structure of the wine. It's a very young Cabernet Sauvignon. It is it's very acidity wine. Okay, usually for Cabernet Sauvignons, they are very smooth to the taste. But this is very bold. This is very acidity. This is very a young, structured wine. This will go great when it is aged over time. I would say give it a year or two, maybe 3 years, and it will it will turn into a full body wine. And it will age beautifully. But this is a young Cabernet Sauvignon that has the potential of being something amazing. It's a great wine. It's a good wine, a good young wine now. But when it ages a little longer, it will go beautifully. Okay. What else would I pair with this wine? This will go well with like a shirt skate, a skirt steak. Steak. It will also go well with like short ribs, like a Korean barbecue, like a Korean barbecue short ribs. This will go well with the eggplant parmesan as well, and many of your Italian and Mediterranean dishes. Um, this will also go well with like some beer can chicken um or some wine braised chicken. This will go well with that. Um, we're going to give this a number. I'm going to give this because you know how I give my number. Well, you know how I rate my wines, and usually we do it a 1 to 10. I would say I will give it like a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 because and I'm gonna give it a room to grow. Because it has the potential of being a really great wine. But right now, like I said, it's young. It's it has full of its acidity. It's really strong. Um, I like a smooth Cabernet Sauvignon, and you ain't got to understand a Cabernet Sauvignon wine is actually bolder compared to any of the red wines, but this is a young one. So I would say this it has the potential of growing, growing and aging to something really really pretty and really beautiful. As far as fashion, because you all know that I love to compare fashion and wine together. Um, hmm, it's a young Teflar. Teflar is a very beautiful, beautiful bag. It's a young, it's fairly new into the fashion world. And with time it will grow, okay, and it will grow to something beautiful. So, I will compare this to a Teflar, um, and also the Teflar new boots. You all know that the new boots is actually the thing. Well, it was the thing back in the fall and winter, but it's a really great wine. With aging, and with the right foods and right parents, it will go beautifully. So that is my take on Adiago wine. Um, I will tell you all to try it out, especially for you experienced wine lovers. And this is not a beginner wine. Let me tell you, this is not a beginner red friendly wine. When you starting out with red, I usually tell you all, to try like a Pinot Noir, but this is, with the Cabernet Francs, the Cabernet Francs, Cabernet Sauvignons, Merlots, wine, Malbecs and stuff. Those are for the advanced wine lovers. Okay, so this is for the advanced wine lover that who is out there who would like to try just something young, fun, funky, and just and a different type of Cabernet Sauvignon. Okay, so without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. I really truly all appreciate you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button, and feel free to comment down below. Also, if there is any wine that you all would like for me to review on here, please, please comment down below. Tell me all what you all like to see, what type of wines you all would like for me to to talk about on here. We'll definitely do that. Okay. I will actually be putting this wine in the description box down below, and also all of my links and websites. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have an amazing day. And if anyone has to tell you that they love you, I love you. Have a great day on purpose. Bye bye.